On Friday, we began to talk about paragraph writing, and we talked about the different ways that you could start your paragraph. And some of the ways that we talked about how you could state an interesting idea, like a cockroach is an amazing insect, or ants have been digging through the dirt for 1,000,000 years. We talked about how you could share a feeling. So I really like beetles. Let me tell you why. And we talked about, or you could give a comparison. Ladybug is like a soccer ball because they're both two colors, but a ladybug is red and black, and a soccer ball is black and white. Something like that. You could ask a question. Have you learned about worms before, or silkworms? Or often, like Darren, he was using dialogue. So he would say, Buzz, what's that I hear? Well, that's a fly. Or a mosquito. Let me tell you about the mosquito. So he asked a question and he used dialogue as well. And then the last way was painting a picture in your reader's mind. And that's when Caitlin said, like, in the green, green grass. And actually, I have another very beautiful paint a picture in the reader's mind that I want to show you in this book. It's an X-Zone book. But it's called In a Dense Jungle in Indonesia, a grouchy elephant notices a hunter chasing after him, which I think is a really cool way to start. So we talked about that what you need to do is you start with your topic sentence. And the reason you have a topic sentence is because you want to hook your readers in. You want them really to read your book, and this is one way that you get them to read your book. Then afterwards, I'm just going to move the camera down a little bit. We talked about how you need to have your body sentences. And this is where you share the details about the section. And you use the note you took from your note catcher to write your body sentences. And we also talked about on Friday with some people about instead of just writing every single thing from your note catcher, you want to kind of add more details to each sentence. So you might want to write what Zainab did when she wrote, a fly has compound eyes that they use to help them see the world better. So that's using your body sentences. So today, I'm just going to move this back up for a minute. Today what I want to teach you is that after you have done your topic sentence and your body sentence, the last thing you need to add is a closing sentence for your paragraph. And what a closing sentence does is it kind of makes your paragraph come together and it sums it up. Sort of like in math when we have the sum, which is the answer. This is it makes it all kind of go together. So there's two ways that I want to show you that you can write your closing sentences after you've done all of this, okay? So we don't just jump ahead. We need to make sure that we have all of our topic sentences done first. So the first way is that we restate the main idea, okay? So for example, for me, when I'm done my paragraph, I could say, that is why crickets are remarkable creatures. Because in my paragraph, I've obviously told you all about why they're remarkable creatures. So now I'm summing it up by saying, so now you know, so that's why they're remarkable creatures. So if I just move this down here, I'm going to add this one, all right here. And then I'm going to show you one of those. So this is about ladybugs, this book. And what it says here is, if you can see this, when spring comes, the ladybugs will come out and look for mates. The ladybug life cycle will begin again. So again, it's summing up what this book was about, which was about ladybugs and the life cycle. So it says again there, oops, let me move it over there. The ladybug cycle will begin again. So it's telling you that the ladybug cycle is finished and now it's going to begin again. So it's summing up the whole book. It's telling you what you've learned and what will kind of happen next. So that's one way. And the other way that you can do is you can add a final thought or a final detail. So if I'm talking about what my crickets eat, what my final thought could be was crickets really do eat almost anything. Because in my paragraph, I've obviously talked about all the different things that the crickets have eaten. Okay, and I've got an example of that, but I'll just stick that up on our board as well down here. Oops. Okay, so I'll stick this part right here. All right. And an example of this one is in this part, okay? So it's telling me about butterflies. It says, butterflies like sunny days. Look for them near flowers in a garden or field. So it's telling you kind of one more fact, and it's kind of closing out the paragraph. Just like when we talked about our realistic fiction, we can't just end the paragraph or end the story. You have to kind of have a final thought. So you have to think, just like when you're finished speaking, you don't just walk off, you kind of have a final thought. So you need to figure out what will your final thought be for that paragraph. So when you're finished, what you will have will be a full paragraph. And you'll have your topic sentence, your body sentence, and your closing sentences. Okay? Once you have those 3 things done, you're ready to move on to another topic. So as I said before on Friday, that the first topic we were all going to work on would be our what does my insect look like. When you have finished that and there's lots of detail and you've explained why the body parts are there, then you're ready to move on. So you can choose another topic from your note catcher. So if I grab my note catcher here. Oh, wrong one, sorry. I grab my note catcher. So when I'm done my meet the insect, perhaps the next one I want to do is life cycle or habitat, diet, fun facts. I have to decide. And when I decide, one of the ways to help me decide is I can look at my paper choice. Okay? I have many different kinds of paper that I might want to use, depending on what I'm going to write about. So for example, there's this paper, okay, which has 4 boxes and lots of lines. This might be great for the life cycle. If I want to talk in detail about each part of the life cycle, I could put the 4 stages, one here, 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 and here, and then I could write about it. Or maybe I want to talk about diet on this page, and I can talk about all the things that my insect likes to eat. Okay, so let me just show you some more of the pages. There's this one, which just has not too much writing. Again, this one might be great for life cycle. You still need to have a topic sentence, body sentences, and closing sentences for every single part of your topic. Okay, there's this page here, which has a little for your heading at the top and then for your words down below. Then there's one that's just a whole bunch of lines. Okay. There's this one, which might be great for what it looks like because it has labels, so you can draw your insect and then you can label the parts. We have one, again, like this, with just a blank picture for whatever you may want to draw and then lines. This one with some writing above for your heading, writing, drawing, and then more writing. This one I really think is cool. This is for if you're going to do a zoom in picture. So what you do is you draw your picture here, and then you zoom in on one part of your picture like a magnifying glass, and then you draw what you're zoomed in on there. You could also use this if you want to do like a fun fact in here or like a little tiny text box. You could put a little tiny text box in there. Okay. And we have one like this, which has, you might even want to do 2 topics. Maybe you do diet and habitat, or habitat and diet, or habitat and predators. And then we have one like this, which has pictures, or sorry, this way. Again, for your heading, because every section needs a heading. Then your picture, your words, and then more pictures. And then you've seen this one. And then this one, also for a life cycle, but this one would just be if you have 3 stages. So this one would be like egg, nymph, and adult, as opposed to egg, nymph, larva, adult. Or egg, larva, pupa, adult would be the 4th one. So as you're working today, you need to first finish your topic sentence, body sentence, and closing sentence for your what my insect looks like. Once you've done that, then you need to think about, by using your note catcher, you need to think about which section am I going to work on next, and then you need to think what paper will best, sorry, let me bend down a little bit, what paper will would best suit my topic, and then you need to get going, and you do the same thing. Topic, body, closing for every section. We never skip those. Every section has a topic, body, closing. Topic, body, closing. Say it with me. Topic, body, closing. One more time. Topic, body, closing. All right? So if you have any questions, you can ask your teacher that's here today. And otherwise, I cannot wait to see what work you do when I get back on Tuesday. All right? Have fun.